Yo, what's up, Phantomxxu, and welcome to our Digimon Project Emerald download tutorial, a game where all the Pokemon are replaced with awesome Digimon. I'm going to be giving you the pros, cons, how it feels like playing this game from a hardcore Nuzlocke point of view, as well as a download tutorial so you can play the game yourself. In case you're interested, I also left a bunch of links in the description down below, things that I use on my playthrough, like the official docs for Digimon Project Emerald, also threads I found for rare candy cheats and the level caps for the gym leaders in case you want to Nuzlocke the game, as well as a base Pokemon Emerald walkthrough in case you get lost. I do need to give you a quick spoiler warning for the review portion of this video because I am going to be using the first hour or two of my gameplay footage, so if that's not okay with you, that's totally fine. Again, in the description down below, there are chapters you can use to skip straight to the download tutorial. And with that, let's get going on with our video. Let's start off with the pros, and the strength of this game really is the vast roster of Digimon characters with tons of familiar faces, custom attacks, unique abilities, and evolutionary items that really do give it that strong Digimon feel. Many of the more prominent Digimon, think the starters, get way more evolutions than usually you'd see in Pokemon, from Charmander to Charmeleon to Charizard. In Digimon, you're going straight from baby all the way to Mega in some cases, which is really fun. Since there are so many split evolutions, the creator actually put in the Digidex ways for each Digimon to evolve. You can think of like Eevee needing all sorts of different stones to turn into different evolutions. The same thing can be true for many of the Digimon, and so it's so nice if you need any help, you can just go check out the Digidex. Digimon Project Emerald has all sorts of quality of life and battle mechanic improvements that were not in base Pokemon Fire Red. Things like the fairy type being added in, the physical special split, abilities go all the way up to Gen 7. Poison does not kill you outside of battle. It leaves you at 1 HP. There's an EV/IV checker. TMs are reusable, HMs are forgettable, and those HMs are buffs, so they're even more exciting to use inside a battle. We are going to have to talk about the cons, and there's not that much to talk about here, but the big one for me is that the overworld and the story does not really reflect Digimon, and I wish it leaned more into the Digimon theme. Even if they just renamed the overworld towns, that would probably be enough to make it feel more Digimon than Pokemon. My only other thing is that there's not infinite repels and infinite rare candies included in Digimon Project Emerald. Now, I hacked them in myself, but I just wish they were in the game. I hate it when I have to go through forests and caves without repels, and it takes forever. You get a new Digimon, you're so excited to use it, and then you can't unless you grind up so much XP to catch it up to your team. So I just wish that the repels and the rare candies were included in the game. So how does it feel like playing this game from a hardcore Nuzlocke point of view? Well, I feel like Digimon Project Emerald is totally fine to play through as a blind hardcore Nuzlocke, except for maybe the Elite Four. Most of the game, though, you fight Digimon often enough and see them enough times that you can build pretty solid strategies around fighting them. The reason why I say except for the Elite Four is because often they'll throw a lot of new Digimon your way, so you will not have built up strategies against them. Usually these Digimon are just Mega versions of Digimon you've seen, but those Mega versions will have custom attacks or added typing, so you won't really be ready for it. It does, however, give a nice climactic finish to the story for sure, though. We made it to the tutorial portion of this video, and welcome to everyone that jumped straight here from the intro. Now, you need 4 things in order to play Digimon Project Emerald. You're going to need base Pokemon Emerald. You're going to need the patch that turns it to Project Emerald. You're going to need the patcher, which is going to apply the patch to Pokemon Emerald to change it. And then you're going to need the emulator. This is what you play the game on. Think a computer or game system or whatever. It's a program that plays your game for you. So it's illegal for anyone to actually give you Pokemon Emerald. So I'm going to show you on the words right here to my left. Type those into Google, and then you're going to have to download Pokemon Emerald yourself. And I'm going to start with you on step 2. All right, so step 2 is we need our patch, right? So we're going to go to Digimon Project Emerald 2.0. I'm going to click download, but this is always at your own risk with these Pokemon ROMs. They're never safe. I'm going to click download. If you're not feeling comfortable, then don't do it. But I'm going to click download because I want to be able to play the game. And then the next thing I'm going to click on is the romhacking.net. This is a UPS patcher. Source code is available here if you want to go and make your own. But we're going to press download under links right here. It says download. Click on that one too. And then finally, we're going to go over to our MGBA downloads. Use whatever you have for your system. I have a Windows computer. If you have Mac, Linux, or Ubuntu, then you can click one of those. It's Windows installer.exe or 64bit.exe. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. This video, I'll click on installer.exe. So now we're going to minimize these and bring up our downloads folder. I'm going to right click on the folder and press new create folder, and I'm going to title this Digimon Project Emerald. Now I'm going to throw all 4 items that I've downloaded, my Pokemon Emerald, my Digimon Emerald Project 2.0, NUPX, and the MGBA installer. We're going to put all of those in the folder and then drag that folder off onto our desktop. Now you can't lose it. So I'm going to open the folder that we just made, and now you need an unzipper. I'm going to use WinZip. There's free online zippers, or you can use whatever unzipper you choose that's already on your computer. I'm going to use WinZip. So we're going to double click on Pokemon Emerald U Trash Man, and we're going to yes unzip files to Digimon Project Emerald. Then we're going to close out that window, and then we're going to do the same thing for the Digimon Emerald Project 2.0. Open, same process. Open, unzip to Digimon Project Emerald folder. Yes. Close both those windows. Now the third one is we need to unzip NUPS. Open, yes to Digimon Project Emerald. Close both windows. And then finally, you're going to click on the MGBA installer. It says select setup language. Obviously, pick your language. I'm going to be English. Then the setup wizard comes up. I'm clicking next. I agree. If you don't agree, then don't click it. But I agree. Next. I'm not going to mess with the program files. I'm just going to send it where it wants to go. Next. This is fine to create a desktop shortcut if you want one. I already have this, so I don't want to create another one for me. So I'm not going to press next, but you can. Next. Then we're going to press install. Boom. Now you have a desktop shortcut with the MGBA on it. I don't really want it to launch a README file or to launch MGBA right this moment. So I'm going to unclick those, and then I'm going to press finish. Okay, from here, I'm going to click on the NUPS folder, and I'm going to click Nintendo UPS Patcher. I double click that, and this small window is going to come up. It says apply a UPS patch to a file as the first option. You're going to click that first option. Then it brings up this other small window, and you're going to click on the first browse button. It says file to patch. You're going to click on browse. Now I'm clicking on Digimon Project Emerald. Now I'm clicking on Pokemon Emerald U Trash Man. Okay, now I'm going to click on the second browse, the one next to UPS patch. I'm going to click on Digimon Emerald Project 2.0. Then I'm going to click on the only option, Digimon Emerald Project 2.0 patch.ups. Now I'm going to press patch. And then it'll say patching has been done, which means it worked. So then you can go ahead and close out your NUPS patcher. Now it's time for you to open MGBA. So go ahead and open that shortcut that you have. And what's important is that you turn this on your monitor 1. If you do this on monitor 2, it will not work because it will just say it's an error and it'll stay on the white screen for a while. And then you have to close out MGBA completely, wait for it to say close program, yes, and then you can bring it to monitor 1 when you open it the next time. So just start on monitor 1. So we're going to press file, then we're going to press load ROM. And then we're going to say from our desktop, because that's where we put the folder. And then you're going to double click Digimon Project Emerald. And then you are going to double click on Pokemon Emerald U Trash Man, because that is no longer Pokemon Emerald because you patched it. So now it's Digimon Project Emerald. So double click that. And here we go. We got the game going, already set up for you guys. There we go. Hopefully the game is super fun for you. Wait, before you go, there are so many other download tutorials for Pokemon ROMs that you are not going to want to miss out on this channel. You could also always check out my series that I did for Digimon Project Red. If this video helped you download and play this game, I would really appreciate if you help me back by sending me that like, the follow, the share, anything you're willing to do. But thank you so much again for watching this video. I appreciate you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.